we can already see here. Yeah? I'm seeing mheshimiwa kutoka Vihiga akitaka kutoka, that king's kids, isn't it? So kuna maendeleo ambayo tunayo, so we could have access in terms of a ramp in our house. Lakini tiles, labda kuna mmoja wetu tu ataanguka. So the tile, maybe the floor is very slippery, maybe pa kujishikilia ni mbali sana, you know, maybe choo ni ndogo sana. Of course we understand we have constraints. Eh? Lakini hata tukijicompare na UK, how much does an MP in Kenya earn? Tena earn tu hata more, we are rated higher than us. Ndio? So tuwezi sema ni resources. Saa zingine tunajiwekea ni resources. Yet in those other countries, they have actually they earn less than our major people here earn. So it's not true that sometimes the resources peke yake. So as mheshimiwa you speak, what is it that we tujiongelele, tujiassess, sio? Sisi ni tumeweza kufanya, ndio tuone ni nini hiyo basi tunaweza fanya. Ni nini nyingine ambayo tunaweza fanya, particularly now, even when we start talking about responsive budgets that are either gender friendly or inclusive. Wale watu wako hapa kwa committee ya roads, tumeona roads vile ziko huko, sio? That those measures have to be there. Ni wangapi wetu hapa labda tuko kwa committee ya road na tunaenda huko, ama tunadhani roads has nothing to do with disability, ama tukiingia tu kwa building tunaona hiyo ingine yameisha. Transport, how are we entering? You know? On what we have done.
Thank you so much. I want to talk about what we can do as Kenyan legislators, because we sit in our county assemblies and we pass laws, and then maybe they are kept in cupboards. That's a little unfortunate. Resolution number 1, if I will be asked, according to what we have seen working in the United Kingdom, I would say that all laws that have been passed, we check on them, they be checked, and if they are not disability inclusive, then we find a way of how they are getting amended. That is number 1. Because what I'm talking about like that is that we cannot go and keep cupboards of books that are not including everybody. And this one will be done through from our county assemblies to the national assemblies, because we have got our area member of parliaments. And then this one, we will take it from this meeting that we hold our members at the Senate, that they oversee other activities, because any other activity is money issue. So then, how much has been implemented, which is inclusive in our counties? Even as they grill our governors, what about implementation of any project that has included disability fraternity? Number 2, or number 3, I wanted to talk about disability inclusive appropriated budgets with specifics. And the members, from this training, it is a little unfortunate that we are doing it when the budget process is just ending for 2019-2020. Let us look into the next budgets with disability, bigger lenses. How inclusive is that budget? Inclusion does not mean that we are given gadgets to go and take into the field. Inclusion, even in every department. We have seen the way it is so much accessible in the United Kingdom when it comes to issues of infrastructure, and that is physical infrastructure, the roads. How much has been put in the Department of Roads? How much has been put in the Department of Health and all other departments that is going to take care of ourselves, the disability, so that we don't talk about inclusion, and it is inclusion which is not implemented. And we are going to take our chairs of budgets very seriously. I am happy that we have got members inside here who are also members of the budget. Please talk about it. And As we talk about, I'm almost done because even identification of children's abilities at tender age, as we so do it, we have got specifications. Is there any allocation that has been put to the Ministry of Health? And are there staffs there? Because we have seen an occupational therapist in the clinic. That is even someone who we had worked with. So I'm wondering how again he has left work in Kenya and working in the United Kingdom and leaving children with autism and other challenges that are not visible. And then he's gone for work in the United Kingdom. And it's a trained one, our brother here. So moving forward, we have to find out how we are also getting inclusive to get into what is there for us. Thank you.
Anyone who has done teaching here? How much are special teachers paid? How much extra are special teachers paid? After going to Kenya Institute of Special Education, he said, how much is extra money? They are paid extra. You know, I'm a teacher. They are paid what? Washima from Embu. They are paid what extra? How much extra? How much more?
Well, I'm a teacher by profession. Those teachers who got to training and special training, and they are given one increment. That's what I know. There is special training. And those who especially go to teach special schools, there is also some other allowance. But I would say it is yet very little compared to other areas.
When you're a special teacher, you're paid 1,000 shillings more. Okay? It's just the same thing. Like I'm an English teacher, so because English is a special subject, when I teach in a school, I'm paid 1,000 more. Okay? So for special education, you're also paid 1,000 more. So when Mwashima Onana asks, why has this guy left for the UK? What do you guys want this guy to do? He has done all manner of special things, but then what do you pay the person? So kila mtu, hata pia wewe penye umeketi hapa, ukajua that life out there is better. Kila mtu atafanya nini? Ataenda. So again, in terms of inclusivity, it's looking at those things. What is it we are doing to ensure that our people that can help us are either staying or are retained or are enhanced and also sensitized, so that usichague kwenda nje compared to kuwa na huko. But as a human need, sisi wenyewe kama you know the way you have many people to take care of in this very Kenya. So ukikuwa utakaa hapa, then unachagua kwenda. So and again, some of the things like I'm imagining I want to hear is in a primary school next to you, because unapita hivyo wanasema huyo ni mheshimiwa. Are there ways that we can start engaging those children? Unawapatia competition, watengeze hizo vitu ambazo, you know, kids are very innovative. Tushaona watoto wakitengeza radio kutoka sijui waya na nini. Wengine wanatengeza solar from nothingness. So what if maybe they could just play around with gadgets and make a hearing aid? Why do we have to be the consumer? We've seen Mheshimiwa Mwaura there saying we do not want to be just the end user. But how do we become not end user? We have to do the doing, isn't it? And sometimes you have to encourage either children because they're very innovative, youth. Sisi wenyewe kama county, we're in charge of TVET, we're in charge of ECD. So there are some certain things that can be done that then can start even sensitizing. You know? Kwa sababu, again, the other issue of stigma. They mentioned about stigma. What awareness are we already carrying? And last time, you remember we talked about census, and part of the stigmatization being, mtu akiingia kwako, utamwambia sisi sote tuko sawa, sio? Maybe we don't as well want to be identified as part of be able to do. Is there anything that we can say, sasa mimi, and we will discuss this after tomorrow. What is it? That little thing, either to take away the stigma, to create more awareness, you know? Wewe mwenyewe kama mheshimiwa, umeweza kwenda the next secondary school, kwa kuone wajue, ala, Pia kumbe waheshimiwa, kumbe mtu anaweza kuwa na disability na pia kwe mheshimiwa, kwa sababu ile majina tunatumia nyumbani, huyo mtu haheshimiki, sio? Haheshimiki. So mtoto hawezi reconcile mheshimiwa na vile wewe unatembea ama vile anakuona, sio? So who will show the child? You know, there are some things that then you have to stop it, to step in the gap. Mwalimu kwa shule atawaelezea, okay? But physically we have to allow ourselves to be the test, the physical example, kwa sababu vile mtu anaitwa ngeli ya kivi haijaisha, sio? So wakati mwalimu anasema ngeli ya kivi imeisha, lakini nyumbani mtoto bado anasikia hiyo ngeli na hajaona mheshimiwa. So you know, there are some things we are called ourselves. That's what mentorship would mean. Ndio kiona asicheke na asijishangae. You know, part of what we do in when we are looking for the not more than 2/3, there are many things that we say. In Kenya, tuko below numbers. Tuko below numbers. In Rwanda, they are looking for beyond numbers, apart from numbers, whatever. But here in Kenya we say, hata kama mtu ni msichana wangu tu aone kwa TV ama aone kwa gazeti wanawake wengine wakiwa viongozi. So therefore we also have that need to have, if we have to destigmatize, if we have to deconstruct what this inclusion means, if we have to deconstruct the issues of sympathy and pity and inability, then there are some steps that we need to take. Ndio tusikae kama hatuko what the teacher is saying is not reconciling with what the child is seeing out there. There are some counties ukienda utasema kabisa there are no persons with disability. Juu haonekani, lakini labda wako huko nyuma. Alright? So we needed to just catch up on how is it we are doing, what are the contexts that we are facing, what are the things that the community is facing in terms of disabilities, but more importantly, what can we do? You tusikuwe tuna complain all the time, sio? We become doers. Many times tunasema, you know, in the UK, like for example, we were looking with Lona and we were saying, unaona hiyo wheelchair yake ya that Kenyan lady, vile iko yeye hawezi guza mchanga. Yeah? Did you notice where she's wheeling? Yeah? Yuko juu, but she's cycling the side that is not touching the soil. Huku kwetu mara nyingi, how do you see our wheelchair? Vile inaguza uchafu, ndivyo na sisi tunafanya nini? Tunaguza. Okay? So then you become more vulnerable to other things. So unapata opportunistic diseases. Yeah? Then you appear as if you're not clean. But it's the way that the gadget has been made. Then again, in terms of our advocacy, sisi wenyewe, si tumesikia minister akisema akicommit Kenya, sio? Si amesimama hapo on behalf of the country, akicommit Kenya. So the next part of our next actions would be like, excuse me, Mheshimiwa, in 2018, during the conference, you committed that mnaanza kutengeza the gadgets. How far have we gone? Have we even acquired the machine? Who actually is working on it? Are persons with disabilities themselves part of that work? Okay? But tusione tena ataenda kureport. Unajua atareport tena in another conference, atafanya nini? Atareport, atasema we are progressing. Because hapa katikati ya nchi, we are not asking what is the progress. And you must, what is the measure of the progress? Akisema hivyo, what is the measure of progress? Is it kuacquire hiyo machine? Is it tuone ni ngapi haswa ita produce? You know? Isikuwe pesa inakuja na inapotea. So we must look at all prongs. How do we hold government to account? And we remember we are part of government. Sio? Yes. How can we be held to account? How do we hold you people to account? How do we hold others? Because muna role mbili. One, you have a role as a person themselves experiencing these challenges, but also as a person ambaye shangazi yangu kutoka Subuki anakutegemea wewe. You know, they have no other way of kujitetea kusema mimi huwa sioni, mimi huwa sisikii. Anategemea wewe umemwendea, sio? So you must remember you have those two roles. Any other additional thing?